Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Hip Hop Babies.
Baby,
Baby, baby, baby.
we back.
AC ain't here to do no ad libs for us, so I don't got the energy to do that. It's too early, bro.
You
It's
gotta
a
make
whole
do. You gotta make do with Ray Love, huh? That's what it is.
yeah. Unfortunately, well, I mean, it's a dual episode. Y'all can see that, so might be a little bit shorter than usual, but still got some good insights to deliver. So. Ray, how you doing, bro? How you feel about, certain products you purchased recently? Anything like that?
I feel all good, man. I'm feeling great. Besides my webcam, it was trash, bro. I'm so
What?
mad.
What?
We got a webcams for the pod this episode, but they were trash. They were
Oh,
not
they're hot
good.
garbage.
Yeah, so we with the FaceTime camera today. So I thought I was gonna come fresh, but it is what it is. Besides that, I've been doing good, getting back into the role of work in school and listening to some good music. I'm ready to talk about some stuff we missed. I'm excited. I'm ready to get into these topics.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Deadly?
I'm doing good, bro. Working a little bit harder than usual.
Hey.
I got some books that I'm reading.
Ooh.
I bought a couple of books. Yeah. Wow. I'm really lonely that I'm reading books again. It's crazy.
What book? Wait. What books? What books? Let me know. Give me one of them. Give me one
Uh,
of them, if anything. Give
I
me one of them.
got Black Klansman and it's like Black Democracy in America. I haven't read that one yet, but Black Klansman, I'm reading that one right now. I seen the movie. Movie's cool, but I felt like I just wanted to read it. Just I feel like it'd be a little bit better. Getting that extra perspective from the main character's head.
Mm-hmm.
When you read a book, is a little bit, helps you diving in the story a little bit better. So
Yeah.
I just bought some regular shit. I don't really read was it fiction? Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
don't really read that. So I like nonfiction books. So yeah, I'm just chilling, man. I got a joint rolled up for later. I'm about to be high as shit. I gotta go to work, but I gotta crank out this pod first. So
Praying for you, bro.
thanks, bro. Thank you. Ain't nobody praying for me, anyways.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So let's get into this first topic, bro. This one is a little more sad. This topic. MF Doom passed away on October 31st, 2020. His wife announced on Instagram. Uh yeah, so we're just gonna talk about, MF Doom's impact a little bit on the rap game, on our lives, shit like that. This is one of the biggest shocks of 2020. I don't think anybody was really expecting it. It came out. The news came out literally the last day of 2020. It's
Yeah.
fucking wild,
Blown
bro.
away. Blown away. What a way to end the year and start the new year as far as energy wise. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, Doom means a lot to me personally. I feel like Doom, as far as like when I was in high school, even junior high a little bit, getting into internet culture and as far as like the way they consume music. And I feel like MF Doom was a big part of the reason why I like certain music that I like. It was crazy to see all these rappers post homages, like post like things to remember MF Doom. Certain rappers I wouldn't even think that I wouldn't say know him, but that would care enough to tweet and show love. They were showing love. A bunch of the underground rappers I did damn near did like freestyles and stuff to remember him. It was crazy to see like all of them were like, we looked up to you, man. You were an image as far as like how to do it coming up, he got kicked off a label with his brother and stuff. His brother dies. He came back as the villain of the rap game and took the game by storm, especially the underground. Like, changed the way people make underground music, the way we consume it, the lyrical ability, the flow. Like,
crazy.
I know.
Yeah, and I remember seeing MF Doom as early as when I was up a little bit too late watching Cartoon Network and Adult Swim came on, and he
Yeah.
had He
Yeah.
had his songs playing on boondocks and shit like that. So his cultural impact is bar none, for sure. And yeah, like you were saying, there's a lot of rappers on my timeline where you don't see how they could be connected to him, but it's just he's so iconic and so renowned as a lyricist, as somebody who does crazy concept albums that everybody's looking up to him. Everybody loves Doom, and it's so fucking sad to see him pass. He was like
Yeah.
what 50,
49. I mean,
49.
basically 50.
Like fuck, bro. That
Yeah.
it's just one of those surreal things, and it makes you think about the fragility of life, and anybody can go at any moment. And I mean, we've had so many deaths this year that you like, yeah, you think about that. Like we had Vaughn, we had Mac, all these things, but I feel like Doom being the legend that he is, it really just shook me to my core about this type of shit. It is so fucked up. Especially with the depth I've gone to into his catalog. And then the possibility of Mad Villainy 2 supposed to be on the way.
Yeah, yeah, that was trash. Yeah, man. Like they have been working on that. It's been like, oh yeah, it's basically done. Oh no, we got to put more touches on it. Oh yeah, it's basically done. And the fact that pretty much, I believe Madlib basically said like, yeah, there's like 11 tracks pretty much done, and it was almost like a detox. It probably never was gonna drop, but the fact that it was there and to see him pass, and I know Madlib has a track record of not supporting after death music. He's like, I don't really like care for it, so it's probably never gonna come out at this point. Just like the album with Mac Miller, it's probably never gonna come out. It's sad. It was sad because MF Doom still seemed like he had a little bit left. Like he was still doing collaborative projects. I assumed he might drop the solo project at a certain point, and to see him gone, especially that the fact that he went away on Halloween and we didn't know about it till 2 months after. It's such a Doom thing. It's the perfect way for him to be sent off though, because I feel like it matches his whole image, everything he does. But man, I've been playing Doom recently. I went through a period where I wasn't going back to Doom's music as much because I've played it out. I mean, not in a way that I don't like it anymore, but like I've played it so much, you know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
going back and listening to Mad Villainy, Food, even Operation Doomsday, Victor Vaughn, King Ghidorah, if I'm saying that wrong, maybe Jadira, I don't even know. But either way, listening to all his music again recently it's hit my heart. It's made it. I've been like, yo, like I haven't been listening to this, and now when I listen to this, I get a new perspective with certain tracks, like accordion. Time ticks fast, like stuff like that. TikTok, like it's like, bro, like, why they have to take my boy away, man? It's tough.
He's so charismatic and so lovable on like every track that it hurts to listen to. Like it genuinely hurts to listen to it. Um, but yeah, it's timeless music. I think his streaming percentage went up like 800 something percent. So some people look at these things like in a negative way. I don't think that somebody getting more attention is ever a negative thing. I don't care if you want to gatekeep your music or you think that people aren't true fans. The more people that listen to your favorite artist after he passes away, more people that's going to remember him as time goes on, and it's just going to attribute to him having timeless music. Like we're never going to stop listening to Doom.
Yep.
I feel like we're never going to stop listening to Doom,
Yep.
and that only helps it further that and immortalize him.
Yeah.
And that's something that I always want for my favorite rappers. Is that legacy, right?
Yeah.
Being immortalized in the game, being talked about as one of the greats of all time. Just because I have such a deep connection, so much love for these artists that that's what I want. So it was cool to see him being shown some love and people recognizing the talent, people who don't usually dive into underground hip hop, recognizing what he actually did, what his impact was. I thought that was pretty cool. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Like I love it to see him getting the streams he deserved. All the attention he was getting, seeing people post his music that I never would expected as far as my peers. I remember when I used to listen to MF Doom back in the day, people would be like, what the fuck are you listening to? I'm not even gonna cap. Like people like and I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not the type of person that's like, yo, you shouldn't listen to this. I like to put people on like, yo, this is a new artist that you might have never heard of that you might really appreciate from the underground that you just don't hear about for some reason. You feel me?
Yeah.
And to see him getting the love he deserves is great, even though people was hating. It's good that you're on the train now if you are. Like I never hate on a bandwagon fan. As long as you know you're a bandwagon fan, it's cool. You got to accept it though. Don't deny it. Don't try to flip flop. You just got to take it as it is. But I mean, besides that point, RIP Doom, man. I miss him. I never knew the guy, of course, but I miss him just the fact that he's not here anymore. And that I know I might not get anything from him again. It's sad. The impact,
Super
I got
sad.
the mask, I got the vinyl and everything. Like I love Doom, man. So
Yeah. Rest in peace for real. Fuck. All right, so we're gonna move on to back into some bullshit, right? Because you always gotta talk about the bullshit. So Donald Trump had, sorry if I'm triggering y'all, my viewers. I'm sorry. I got to talk about this. He pardoned Lil Wayne and Kodak Black, gave them the presidential pardon.
why not Bobby, bro? Where's Bobby at, man? They playing with my boy Bobby.
Okay, but did he post a picture with Trump endorsing him? I don't think he
Nah,
did.
that's why.
So
We know why. We know why.
I'm just surprised that Kodak was included into this. Like, what? Like, where did Kodak come from? Who is telling him to free Kodak too? Like, I guess that fucking hashtag was so big that he just couldn't ignore it. But like, it was weird, bro.
Maybe Kodak has said something that didn't shut Trump down before. I don't know. He might have just had a list of celebrities and was like, let me pardon you. Like he might have just eeny, meeny, miny, mo and picked Kodak because he's like, Kodak, he attracts the black youth. Let me get him out of there.
Oh my
Because
god.
I mean, I think
Probably though.
I think this was a move to save face. I mean, considering everything that's happened, he just decided to pardon certain people, especially Lil Wayne, because he showed a little love before the election. So
Yeah, he's definitely trying to seem like he's an advocate for black people. That's definitely like one of his things for his
I've
administration.
helped. I've done the most for black people as a president ever. I did more than Abe Lincoln. That
Yeah.
man is wow. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
he's so egotistical. Like he wants to look the best at everything, even though he's done things so bad.
Crazy, right?
Yeah,
Fucking
sickening.
yeah, so did Lil Wayne pull one over us? Or is he still a clown?
I don't know, man. Lil Wayne, it's still clown behavior what he did, man. But he might have did what he had to do. I mean, he didn't know. I don't think he knew that. I don't know if he knew this was
That he
gonna
was gonna
happen.
get arrested?
Yeah, probably not. Of course not. So, but it paid off. Sometimes showing love to the enemy can get you a reward later, and this is one of those times where it did. Um, I'm happy. I'm happy Lil Wayne got off. I'm happy Kodak Black is getting out, even though he's gotten so many chances at this point. But Lil Wayne, you did do some clown stuff. We gotta see what you're gonna do now. Now that Trump is out of there, what are you gonna do now? Are you gonna fix your wrongdoing? Are you gonna stand up for what's right now? Are you gonna still be clowning on the side now that you're back?
You
I don't know.
asking for way too much if you think Lil Wayne is actually going to care now, bro. Lil Wayne ain't cared since he got money, bro. Like this nigga is money blind. Nobody else has problems that are important except for me, motherfucker. Like he
Yeah,
don't care.
you remember that clip where he's like, I've never experienced racism. Like it's just like he's
Yeah, he's
basically,
talking about Black Lives Matter is
yeah,
pointless because he's
yeah.
like, well, I don't experience racism. No shit, bro. You're Lil Wayne. Like nobody's gonna call you fucking porch monkey or something, bro. You're Lil Wayne, of course.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he might have been like that before he got money. He might not have been that into certain issues, but I feel like once these rappers get money or they jump up as far as like the steps, the hierarchy, they lose. connect with reality, man. They just start saying stuff. They really start to believe, like, and maybe it's because they're blessed, they're fortunate, so they're like, I don't even have to deal with those issues. Or if I do deal with them, they're so minuscule it doesn't affect me anymore. But like for the most part, that's not how it is, bro. Like you're capping, bro, just because you rich.
He's just blind. He's just willfully blind. That's what it is. And you know, when you move up the social standings in America, you become more and more blind to what happens at the bottom. That's how it always is. That's the formula. That's the American dream. You get out of this. You get out of the mud. You don't have to worry about shit no more. You don't have to worry about those little people down there fucking scratching and crawling their way to the top. Lil Wayne ain't give a shit in forever, bro. Forever. So as soon as he gets out, I expect, you know, maybe a Joe Biden diss freestyle. Maybe he donates to White Lives Matter cause or something. I don't know, bro.
I don't think he that lost. I think he'll just be quiet. Just stay away from issues.
No, yeah,
man.
he won't be involved anymore. I don't think he'll be involved anymore. If he does, you know, meet with Joe Biden or something, I mean, I wouldn't say that's like out of reach. Like that couldn't happen because he met with Trump, right? Maybe he's just doing his due diligence for the platinum deal or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's still clown behavior, bro. Why? Really, bro? Like you didn't have to post that.
Just tweet
like,
"Go Pack Go." Stick to that, bro. Like I don't want nothing else. Let's leave it at that, man. Just stick to "Go Pack Go." Go Packers Go. Don't tweet nothing else, man. I don't want no political, no nothing from you, Lil Wayne.
nothing.
Or when you drop a music, man, drop that music, man. We need it sometimes.
Sometimes a little bit.
A little bit. Maybe I'm capping with that at this point, but
the mixtapes are okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's Lil Wayne spitting his ass off. You know what you're gonna get, but as far as tweeting this political stuff, it's not your lane, bro.
Shame, bro. Shame. Top 10 rapper all time, acting like a fool.
It happens to the best of them, man. Look at Kanye, but let's not get on that. Let's move on. Don't have me start shitting on my man.
Oh, Kanye. All right. Let's go to the music, bro. Let's talk about the music.
Hey, let's go.
So we got a bunch of singles for y'all. Couple of albums. First one, no, we got a viewer review.
Yes, Sirski.
Jordan Huez single, Fall in Line. Eric, you know Jordan. You want to like kind of introduce him?
Yeah. I got it. Jordan, he's my boy. He's been doing this music game for a little bit. This is another single way to start the year. I'm waiting for that project, bro. But he's been grinding this conscious / semi slap lane for a bit, and this is his single, Fall in Line. And I think that he really did a nice job with this one. I think that overall, like, it's been crazy watching him progress because I met him, I would say, let's say 2 years ago now, maybe I'm short, but I met him a little bit ago. I feel like when he first started, I saw a lot of J. Cole, and I still see it, but I feel like every single he's dropped since I checked him out at first, he's been like finding new ways to switch it up. And I feel like with this single, he like kind of like, as far as flow wise, like he kind of got in a different pocket. And I liked it. I feel like this song has a lot of replayability because he was just like letting his thoughts go off, but he did it in a way that hit me differently than what he usually does. And it's hard to put into words. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. I don't know how familiar you are with his past work. I think I've shown you it before.
I think I've probably listened to like one song, but I listened to this one. This one's pretty good. You know, the one thing that I could fault it for is I would say that the chorus is a little bit too basic, right? It's repetitive of the same thing, right? I don't really like choruses that are just, you know, the same thing over and over again, and I wasn't really feeling the energy on the chorus too much, so it didn't hit me that well.
Okay,
whatever. But as far as flow goes and what he's talking about, he definitely knows what he wants to talk about. He definitely he doesn't have no struggle bars, nothing like that. And he was flowing nice on this. This is a cool single for somebody who maybe I wasn't expecting too much from. It was much better than I anticipated.
Yeah,
Um,
and he's really about what he's talking about. Go out, hustle. You know, be the change you want. And I feel like Jordan's really about that. Like he don't just be saying this on the tracks to front and like act holier than now. And that's why I feel like he doesn't come off preachy to me. Like I am comparing him to J. Cole, and some people say J. Cole is corny or preachy. I feel like with Jordan, he can also, not preach, but tell you stuff like be positive, think on a higher level, third eye shit. But he's not too overbearing with it. He's also like laid back, kicking it. You can play this with your girl. You can play this in different vibes. You feel me? Because I feel like he doesn't stick to one thing and one topic too much. He kind of jumps, and that's why I don't know, man. I fuck with Jordan. Jordan's my boy, and I support this track. I think it's a solid track. I've been giving it a little play, man. Shout out to you.
yeah, and I mean, if you about all the stuff you're talking about, why not be able to talk about it? Like,
Yeah, don't be
you,
fake.
exactly. So, thank you, Jordan, for giving us this track. Looking for a project. We could actually give you like some in-depth analysis. It's kind of hard with these singles though, because it's just like I like the beat, I like the flow,
Yeah,
but there isn't much for me.
the production on
Yeah,
this was nice. The production on
it
this was
was.
nice. It's a step up. That's what I'm saying. Like he's been getting better with his production choice as well. Because before some of his beats were like, oh, okay, I can see what you're doing. This was a solid beat. I fuck with this.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a skill as a rapper as you grow. Picking the beats that fit your sound the best, or just sound really good in general. That's a skill. Like I said, though, give us a project, bro, and I will,
Need it.
break it down.
Need
I'll
it.
break it down.
2021, man. I need a project from you, bro.
I'll break it down for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Back into the mainstream we go. We had a drop from Thugger and Juice World. Bad
Bad
boy.
boy.
Yeah.
Hey. I'm
Hey,
gonna let you go
hey.
first. I'm gonna let you go first because this is your boy, man.
Hi, man. It wasn't that good.
Wow. You keep it
Wow,
real about Thugger? Okay, so let's
bro,
go.
bro. I'm not a big Juice WRLD fan. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big Juice WRLD fan. I don't feel like him and Thug's energy on the track matched the way that I thought it would in my head. But the same thing happened when he did a collab tape with Future, bro. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's a
Nah.
different style of rap than I like,
Yeah.
really. Like that. I don't know, emo talking about feelings type shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about no feelings, bro. Like,
Uh-huh. Tell him.
what?
Tell him,
Stupid.
Deadly.
So I just didn't think it was that great. I like the beat though. The beat was really cool. That whining sound in the back or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. It was pretty like different, right? Not everybody likes different, but I like different types of beats, right? And if I can, catch on to the instrumentation and it clicks for me, I usually end up really liking it. Like, maybe something off of Whole Lot of Red, like, once those beats hit you, it really starts sounding good. So this beat definitely did, but I just the energy between the both of them wasn't there for me.
Yeah.
And when you limit Thug to have to conform to somebody else, because I felt like he definitely had to conform to what Juice WRLD was putting on this track.
Mm-hmm.
He's not his best. He's not his best. He needs to have full creative control. And these are probably vocals recorded. Well, they're recorded before Juice WRLD died.
Yeah.
And maybe Thug wasn't in the booth with him when he was doing this, or something like that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Yeah, it did feel a little off. I mean, the video was tight though. I like the video.
yeah,
It
the
was
video
dope
was
to
cool.
see Juice World. I saw a bunch of comments basically saying like he's almost like he's alive, but it damn near did feel like that. Just because the video was so natural, even though the song was a little off, the video was so tight. Like it was natural to see Juice World just dancing and doing shit with Young Thug. I wish the song
Yeah.
went harder though. Like I agree with you. It was hit or miss. I did like the beat. The production was nice. Juice World did his thing. That's what I'm saying. Like Juice World, you know what you're gonna get from. It just felt like Thugger kind of, like you said, like he was like, I wouldn't say holding back, but he didn't really fully go off with like the inflections and like he was doing this and shit. Like it was just weird. Like some of it was a little off-putting. Um,
Mhm.
Overall, though, I thought it was a solid track. I mean, I wasn't like disappointed, but that's because I'm not the biggest Juice World fan. I like Thug, but I'm not the biggest Thug fan. So it wasn't like I was going into this like, yo, like I need Thug to come kill this shit. I've been in my bag, boy. Like, nah, like just do some simple stuff. And they kind of did that, but I feel like Thug could have punched a little harder. Juice
Uh,
World did his thing though. I miss Juice World too, man. But
Rest in peace.
yeah, rest in peace. It was kind of eerie to see him in the video, but it also felt like cool to see him. But like, I don't know. Is this the last? I don't know if this is gonna be the last video or something we ever see him in like that, but
I think it might be. I think it
probably.
might, I think it might be. I think Cole Bennett did the video, right?
Yeah. Lyrical
Lyrical
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Yep.
Yeah, Lyrical Lemonade is dope, bro. They I'm sure I think he was friends with Juice and all that, so they were probably working on this for a minute, and just unfortunate what happened to Juice WRLD. But uh yeah, like I was saying about just the music, Thug, when Thug is his best, Thug is in full creative control. He's doing something that's off the wall crazy. You go to each and every album that he has, and that's exactly what you love about him. You limit him on a track, it's not going to be as good. You go to High Off Life, you look at Harlem Shake, limited on the track, didn't hit at all.
You can't put Thugger in a box, bro. You can't. You can't.
Nope.
You either match his
Nope.
energy or just do your own thing. And he does his own thing. Like you can't do it.
Yep. That's literally the formula. That's the formula. When we had what was the song on So Much Fun, when we had Supmate, right? I think Future does a good job at matching other people's energy, because he matched Thug's energy on Supmate, and that was a really good collab.
Yeah.
Because it was probably Thug who was leading the creative direction.
Yeah.
But then you go back to Super Slimy, and I feel like that one was a little bit all over the place because it was like pure collab project.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody was in control, and they were just kind of bouncing off of
each other. Yeah. It's different.
So,
It's different. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference in energy when Thug is on a feature sometimes. Because it's like, I feel like sometimes he be just like going off the road with it like he usually does, like off the rails. And then other times, like you're saying, like he just it's almost like he puts all that thought into making the other artist sound good that he almost
doesn't sound good himself.
doesn't flex his skills, what he's the best at, like his strengths the best to his ability. And it just comes off awkward. This wasn't too awkward though, but it was still like a little noticeable.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So next song we got is Road of the Lonely Ones by Madlib, single precursor to his album that's dropping. Shit, did it drop?
I don't think so. Did it? Shout out to Madlib though. Hey, Madlib always finding a way to hustle and like work on his own with someone else. This man is a legend, man. I do not want this dude to ever go away, man.
He dropped a single pack.
I think he's gonna drop an album though, like later, unless I'm tripping.
Bro, what the fuck? Okay, the way he's dropping these is so weird. So
I mean,
weird.
it's
Because
Madlib.
I know he dropped the first single, right? And then the second single was 2 songs.
Yeah.
And then the third single was 3 songs.
Yeah. I mean,
we didn't get into all of those. I just listened to the Road of the Lonely Ones so far.
Yeah, okay. So let's just go into that.
Beat was fire, obviously.
Fire. Bro, hey, Madlib does not, that's what I'm saying. Madlib does not miss. When you go into a Madlib beat, you know what the fuck you're getting. It's like listening to Fire Lotus. Now, Fire Lotus let me down a little bit on Flabbergasted, whatever the fuck it's called. But besides that, bro, when you listen to certain producers, bro, especially when they make their own albums, Alchemist does this as well too with Yacht Rock. And he did one last year that wasn't Yacht Rock.
The Food Villain.
Thank you. This, like, if Madlib's gonna drop a whole album and stuff like this, especially with the other singles, like, I'm about to eat this up. This probably be my I'm about to listen to this. Like, this is solid. This is nice. This is smooth. It is everything. Like, I don't even know what else to say, man. Madlib is he's in his own lane, bro. Like top tier. S.
Obviously, bro. He's been doing this shit since the 90s. So it's like what can you say to a man who's been doing this shit for 30 years? His sample his sample cutting is unmatched by anybody else. The snippets that he gets to put in his beats are so they work so well. It's like butter spreading on toast, bro. Like he's amazing. The background vocals in this song really hit. The drum breakdown is super smooth. I love how his drums are arranged on this song, and it's like a 4-minute track, right? Just the entire time you're lost in the beat. That's the best kind of a beat that you can listen to. Something that is just he's floating on that shit. You just lost in it. You could be repeating it 4 or 5 times. You don't even know that it ended the first time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he can make a beat that keeps you. He can make a beat with no lyrics, just like the sample, or he can make a beat and just give someone a little bit of time to kind of sing over it and loop that, or like have them kind of change their inflections, and it sounds so good. Like it doesn't make sense. It's a full song. Like his beats can be full songs on their own. And I remember I was saying this with not pinata, bandana, where like I feel like he got more in his Madlib weird vibe with that one compared to pinata, because I feel like some of the beats on that, like half man half cocaine, that could have been a track on its own with the wackiness, with the way it just looped, but Freddie added his own dynamic with the lyrics. And I feel like with this project, if we're gonna get just beats like this with maybe certain lyrics, it's a little bit of like loops of samples, it's gonna be crazy. This might be one of my favorite projects. I always love an instrumental project if it just slaps all the way through.
It's crazy though, because it's like Madlib will make beats sometimes where you can't even rap on them because they're so elaborate. They do so that if you were to rap on it, it would draw away from what he's doing himself. So he's one of the few producers that could do that. It's just amazing what he does.
Yeah, like if he collabs with a rapper, I'm not mad if it's just an instrumental track on that album. Like Matt Vilney, where he has like I think 2 just instrumental tracks. Shit go crazy. They help segment like help you pace your way through the album. I feel like just having him giving him the board and just saying, "Hey man, do this." Just do an album of just you making beats and having either some vocal artist or just like the album of you just working. It's gonna do numbers. It's gonna do something for me, and I'm excited for this, man. I'm thinking unless we're tripping, there's gonna be a project. I think later this month. I think it's later this month, but if not, if we're only getting like a few singles,
well, you got like 6 songs total right now. So
yeah, like so it's an album. It's an album.
If he drops another single pack that's 4 songs, maybe he's just dropping a single pack after single pack.
I saw him selling something on his site though, and I think it was a vinyl. So I think he's definitely gonna sell an album, unless he's selling the single packs as vinyls, which I don't think he's doing all that. I don't know though. Underground music, I wouldn't be surprised. You gotta make your money anyway, bro. Nowadays with streaming and stuff. So, but I think it's gonna be an album later.
Them underground niggas do not ship shit on time whatsoever.
Oh, don't you can't crap on my boy, bro. Don't get into it. I know exactly what you talking about. We ain't gonna speak on it. You'll get it eventually.
I bought the Brass album, nigga. Send the CD to my house. Fuck.
You might never get that shit. You got your money, bro. He sent you that digital. It's over.
I didn't buy from TJ6, nigga. I need my fucking CD.
That was then. This is now. Your money gone.
Fuck. So annoying. Okay, so we got a little bit of R&B vibe, but y'all know what we have to talk about this because it's fucking SZA. Good Days.
Yes.
TDE's finest.
Shout out to SZA, man. We need that album, man. Stop playing with these singles, bro.
Well, I mean, I'm happy that we finally got a fucking single, bro.
Something, yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, she didn't even have anything on that TDE pack, right? On when they dropped the pack last year. Nope. Yeah, she wasn't even on that. So hopefully this means that we're getting an album sometime in the first fourth of the year. I feel like, generally it takes right around like 2 months for somebody to drop after their lead single. So
Yeah.
this is really good. I love the cover art on here. You know, it's a little picture of her as a kid with a tattoo right on her forehead. It's cute. The song in general though, man, crazy. You know, people are saying it's like people are like, this shit's crack. She put crack in this because I can't stop listening. And I feel the same way. I can't stop listening to this song. Uh, but that's just what SZA does, bro. SZA just makes classic music. Control, when Control came out, I remember people weren't really fucking with Control when it first came out.
What? Ooh,
Nobody knew who she was. Nobody knew who she was. So it
they
was like
was bugging.
she wasn't mainstream yet, right? So I would be listening to Control on my own in high school, and I felt like it took a good 6 or 7 months for that to actually blow. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, because
And,
Love Galore and Broken Clocks really like
yep,
took off. Yeah, those were
yep.
big ass hits.
So when the singles took off, then it finally everybody started recognizing the greatness.
The Weekend. Oh, I can't believe it. The Weekend was the big hit actually too. Wasn't that the big hit?
There's
There was
three
a few. That album, yeah, yeah. Control was that
that's a
really blew her up.
classic album for
Hmm.
sure. Yeah, what'd you think about the song, bro? What'd you think about the lyrical content, shit like that?
You want to know my real opinion, or do you want me to sugarcoat it a little bit?
We keep it real.
Okay, we keeping it real here. I was kind of I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as Hit Different. I thought it was a drop down in quality.
A step down. That's fine.
I
I-
actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't go back to this track that much.
Is it the topical? Because what she's talking about is it?
No, no, it's just I don't know. It just didn't hit me as much as I was expecting. You know, with SZA, like we said, SZA, she hit different. Like the song said, she usually hits me emotionally with certain tracks, like Broken Clocks, 20 something like that. But she with this one, I feel like there needed to be a little bit more punch. I feel like some of the lyrics didn't hit me as much as I was expecting. You know, the whole I like certain lines, certain breakdowns. I don't like what is it? I don't miss no X, I don't miss no text. I choose not to respond. Da-da-da-da. Like she has a
Uh,
few cool lines, a few cool breakdowns. But I was expecting a little more, especially as the second single, because I think Hit Different was I hope that's going to be on the album. If not, I mean, it's cool track on its own. If this is more the album's vibe, it might fit better with the album. I didn't like Love Galore as much when I first got into it. So this might be a Love Galore thing where it's just like I like it, but I thought I would like it way more.
so yeah, your expectations kind of ruined it for you. That's I mean
Yeah,
that's
yeah. I'm gonna keep it real. That's what it is. But no, it's a good song. It's a great song. I just hold SZA to this tier. And I was listening to Jasmine Sullivan recently, and I was like, yeah, this ain't. We gonna review that. I hope later, but
we can.
he said we can. What you? All right, nah, all right.
I've listened to Jasmine Sullivan her album a few times. Like I mean we could, but
No, but back on SZA. This is a solid track. I like it.
it's good. It's really long. I think that's the thing for me is that it's
Yeah.
really long and it takes a while to start to hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like, a little bit of a change of energy as she goes throughout.
Yeah.
She it's not really just one vibe all the way through. It's kind of, it shifts. So if the first part of the song or first segments of the song don't really hit you like that and you have to wait till the second part for it to hit you, I mean I could see where you just you don't like it that much. I feel like a lot of the Weeknd's project was like that, where he had songs where he would it would grow, my interest would grow as the song goes on. But this one I don't feel like it's like that. It doesn't draw me in as she's like in the beginning. I just kind of like I don't really like that part of the song, and then like the end of it is really good. So I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
I've been playing it. I've been playing it a lot though. It's like
Okay.
it's a good song. So
Okay. Well, I mean,
you know,
that's what I'm saying. It's SZA. It's quality. It's not trash. I'm not saying that. I just
it was
expect a
never a
little more.
throwaway.
And I saw her giving her fans a little flack for saying like, "Oh, you guys are complaining about the mixing." I did agree that the mixing, I don't know if she fixed it on the single or the version she dropped on YouTube as far as the acapella. No, actually, she didn't fix the acapella. That was acapella, of course. But I don't know if she actually fixed the mixing. I remember she tweeted something about that. That was a problem at first, and I don't like, because I feel like some of her vocals didn't sound as good as they should with the track. It was like little nitpicky things because I think she's at that level. Like we're like you need a consistent level of quality, and this was a little bit of a drop, but it was a good song nonetheless. I'm excited for the album. Like I'm excited as hell for this album. Like I don't care if it's on the level of Control. I don't care if it's better. I just want a new album. Like stop playing. Stop playing with me. Especially with the acapella. Like
Well,
the acapella.
the whole label.
Did you listen to the acapellas that she dropped on YouTube? That was good. Like it was good to hear her singing like that, and mixing the tracks. Like it was dope to see, the vibe. So I'm hoping that
Okay.
The album is gonna be vibey. It's gonna be dope, I think.
All right, for sure. So the next one we got is another Young Thug song. We gotta talk about this one though, because this one is not this is I think the lead single for Slime Language 2.
I think so.
So we gotta talk about this one. Kind of weird who he chose to include on the lead single of the project. I didn't expect him to have Yak Got It or Yak Gotti on there. But I think that he wasn't too much of a detriment to the song. I'm flip-flopping between like I really like the song and I just kind of like this song. I think I gotta listen to it more. But Thug was floating, Gunna floated, Gotti did his thing. The beat was cool, and I just really don't know what to expect because Thug's putting his thumbprint on the single, right? But the last one wasn't all about Thug. It was about, why it's about YSL, right? So
Yeah,
we didn't really get to see anybody from YSL except for Gunna and Gotti.
but okay? So I'm gonna jump in a little bit. So what I'm gonna say is with Slime Language, the first one, right? I didn't really vibe with that project, and I remember there was a lot of hype for it. And even I was like, yo, let's see what the gang does, the group, right? And in my opinion, what was missing from that project was like the tracks with Thug. Thug did his thing for the most part, but there wasn't a lot of, no, I wouldn't say a lot of Thug, but I feel like Thug, like you said, tried to show the cast more. I think at this point we know what the cast is. So it's like for him to take charge of this track, I think this is one of the better tracks as far as this group, collab thing. Like this was a solid track. And for you to drop this, I was like, okay, I might be more excited for Slime Language 2 now. I'm not saying I hella vibe with the track or anything, but I'm saying like if Thug's gonna take charge and like put features like you said, like Yak got, like I wasn't expecting that either. But it kind of worked. So I'm like, okay, so if Thug's gonna be taking charge, and it's not really, it'll be about showcasing the gang a little bit, but I mean, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I know you like Slime Language.
Yeah, Slime Language is good. Slime Language is good. It's all right. It's all right. You don't have to agree with me. I think it's pretty good. But I feel like you said we know the cast already, but there's so many people in YSL. Like there is so many of these niggas that it's like I don't know. I feel like we haven't gotten enough of them yet. And to see Thug go back and forth with all of his contemporaries or his youngins again, that'd be cool. Maybe we'll get to see a little baby this time. I don't think he was on the last one. Gunna was on there a lot though. He had Jaquise, he had Lil Keed, hoping for returns from all three of those guys. But also I'm willing to see what the young cats are going to do. And I think that it could work really well. I mean, we've seen it work really well on Revenge of the Dreamers 3. So
but you can't compare. You can't compare.
They're not on the same level. I like Revenge of Revenge of the Dreamers 3 more than I like, obviously, Slime Language. But I'm saying is he could do something to that level
Well, maybe
with what
okay.
he
So
has.
so maybe I'm saying that because I am not the biggest fan of the whole collective. I know what Gunna does. I know with Lil Duke, people like that do. Uh, what's the dude we reviewed? Lil Keed, all of them,
He,
right?
yeah.
I know what they're gonna bring to the table. I know he's gonna show love to the other artists that I'm not mentioning because they're way smaller. They haven't really done much as far as when I check for their catalog or when I hear of them. So I'm more looking at this as like I want Thug to be the big part of this project, and the rest of them they can tag along. And if they impress me, they impress me, and I might get more into their music. You're looking at it from the perspective of I like these other artists. I actually see potential, and that's why I like that we're having this conversation because it's like this project can go one or two ways, and I think
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it will be better because I
I
don't
don't
really
I don't
what.
mind if it's just a fucking Thug project. Like I don't care if it goes the way that you want it to go. Like I want that too. I'm selfish. I
Yeah,
like Thug. I want Thug to drop more music, like
yeah,
obviously. So it's not a problem for me. But you know, just I want to see if we were talking about his energy with certain people is not right sometimes. I want to see if his energy with his own group can be something greater than what he can do by himself. Like if he could take another step up as an artist. So
But what about? Okay, because you like that's what I'm saying. You like sign language one, so it's hard to argue. I feel like it was a disappointment. Maybe I'm tripping. I think a lot of people don't really talk about it. I feel like even Thugger fans, like I remember there's a period where like people were like, sign language is gonna be a dope project. Like it's gonna be like all of them clicking. I remember it had a little buzz when it came out, but it kind of like faded away. And I feel like for a project with Thug and Gunna and Lil Keed and certain artists that have had their own, lane of own margin of success, right?
uh
It should have got a little bit more love, a little bit more hype. And it's dope to see that you like it because then you can appreciate it. And also this one, you'll be able to analyze it in a different way than I can. Because you know,
yeah, I think probably what the problem is it's a little bit all over the place, right? So you have all these artists that are YSL and they're supposed to be like Thug clones or whatever, but they all do their own certain type of thing. So
yeah,
Thug, being as versatile as he is, he has to click with each and every one of them on each and every track, and it's kind of like all over the place a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah,
So it's not you're not coming for just one thing. So if you are listening to it and you can't click with each individual nuance that they're doing each
mm-hmm,
time, it's going to be hard for you to like the project. So maybe this time it flows a little bit better. They have more of an idea what they want to do. In general, maybe there's more of a theme to it. I don't know if he'll do that. I doubt it. I think he's just trying to showcase the crew. But yeah, there's a it's more like how Drake says more life is a compilation album. I feel like
yeah,
these are
yeah,
more like
yeah,
compilation albums than they
mm-hmm,
are actual rap albums. So
yeah.
I
I
like
get
it
what you're
though.
saying. I get what you're saying. I mean, I don't need a theme or anything. Just, give me some bangers. Hopefully the crew can step up because obviously they're going to be a part of it. So we'll see how much they do. But hopefully this one holds my attention more than the other one. If so, shout out to Thugger and the
Awesome.
crew. Yeah.
Next one is kind of late on this, but I think we did talk about Benny getting shot, right? We did talk about Benny getting shot.
Yes.
I don't know if we released that episode, but
No one else probably not.
probably not. But Benny dropped a single, Benny the Butcher. If you don't know who Griselda is already, go watch some other podcast episodes, bro, because we'll put you on.
Catch
All right.
up. You sleeping.
Yeah.
You knocked the fuck out.
uh
Comatose.
3:30 in Houston dropped. This song hard, bro. This song is hard. Hard. If you think that any of the other ones that Benny has dropped has been hard, this one hit different.
Ah.
Chassis. It hit different because we basically saw it unfold and then he talked about it, right? So, you listen to Grisel's music, a lot of the shit that Benny talk about on there, you don't really see in the public eye. So you kind of just believe in him, right? Like obviously I believe what he raps about. But this one hits different because it's like, seeing is believing type thing. So you saw what transpired with him, uh, and the energy he had afterwards of this event. Like, everybody's praying for him and being like, I hope Benny's okay. This nigga's like, they didn't even really rob me, bro. I still had like 500,000 on me. Like, they didn't really rob me like that.
Benny,
And
Benny got to keep it hard. He got to keep it like fuck that shit, nigga. I got shot, but they ain't even really do shit. Like I love this nigga, man. Benny, these niggas, bro. That's what's like. Griselda got it on lock. I can't wait to talk about their soundtrack. But 330 in Houston, man. I love how he used this situation. That's what's like Griselda about the cash. That's how you know these niggas is really about that shit because they all about the money, all about the hustle. He used the situation, turned it into a fire track, explained himself, flexed how he survived, flexed how they didn't really even take that much shit from him. This is Benny.
yep.
Like you're saying, this is Benny. At this point, you know what you're gonna get from Griselda. And I think he already said he's dropping in March. Am I tripping? Or he said he's dropping something. So he just dropped Burn. Yeah, I think I saw it on Twitter. I think he said I think Griselda's gonna keep up with this dropping every 2-3 months. I think they're gonna keep doing that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Benny drops another album soon, like he said he will on Twitter. And I'm excited for that, man. This track, like you said, there's more Benny killing a beat, man. Just like what why does he do this? Like it's like why like what did the beat do to you? What did the microphone do to you, bro? Like he gets so into it, and I feel like he was almost reliving it as he was rapping this. Like it was like he was feeling it, and it's so raw still. So yeah, this track was dope.
Super dope. We got to get into a couple projects though, real quick, before we wrap this thing up. Man on the Moon 3 by Kid Cudi. Cutter. Damn, bro. I gotta pull this up real quick so we can look at this track list because, man, what a project. What a project.
Yeah.
I did not. I'm not gonna say that I felt this right off the bat because I didn't feel it off the bat. It was
Okay.
It was kind of something that had to grow on me a little bit.
Yeah.
It's you have so many expectations from Man on the Moon 1 and 2 that you're like, okay, where's the hit tracks on here like off of those. So it's 18 tracks though. It's a whole hour, so there's a little bit that you have to go through. But the thing I appreciate most about this album is how personable and relatable Kid Cudi is, as he usually is on this album. Songs like The Void, songs like Mr. Solo Dolo, very, very I don't know, songs that speak to me. That's really what his strength on this album is having songs that speak to you. Not coming for some like crazy lyricism, but he's always going to keep it real. He's always going to talk about things that go on in his life that you might be able to relate to. So that's really what I appreciate about this project in general.
Yeah, same. I agree with you, man. I'm a Kid Cudi fan. I check out most of what he drops, even that Wizard project he dropped with I forgot who it was, but that rock project, pretty much, it was not that good. Then he had Speed and Bullet to Heaven, which wasn't that good. Indica, which was a transition. I'm talking about, of course, between Man on the Moon 2 and this project. I feel like, Man on the Moon 1, he got signed. He got that hit. He was working with Kanye. He was feeling good. Man on the Moon 2 was darker. I like Man on the Moon 2 more than 1 personally. I don't know how you feel. How do you feel?
I like number 1 the best. But
okay.
Yeah.
Indica, I thought was okay, but it was a fall off. And then he got dropped. Speed and Bullet. He dropped a bunch of duds to medium, mid projects. This is a comeback album. It was 10 years since Man on the Moon 2, and it's crazy to say that. Damn, we're getting old. But yeah, man, like this was not what I was expecting in the sense that, the cover was dope, beautiful trip, tequila shots started to hit me. Another day, like she knows, like the humming, it was back. I don't know what to say. I the only problem with this project is I expected to be playing it more now. I've kind of drifted away from it. Maybe it's because I was playing it so much when it first dropped. Because I was like, Man on the Moon 3. Like I'm a fan. Like I was happy as hell to have this album. Solo Dolo 3, Mr. Solo. Like what?
Yeah.
What? The song with Pop Smoke and Skepta. I love Skepta. Shout out to Skepta. That was a dope ass track. I was not expecting that type of energy to work. I was damn near worried about that track, especially considering RIP to Pop Smoke, but it worked out perfectly. In my opinion. I don't know how you feel.
No, yeah, it's a good thing that Pop Smoke has such a so much range with what he does, right? So
Yeah.
he just kind of fits in with everybody.
Yeah. And that's crazy to see. And The Void. I love The Void. I love The Void. That's a deep cut right there. It was a little long. Some of the tracks hit harder than others. It's not like a perfect album, but it was a comeback album. Like this deserved the Man on the Moon name, and I'm happy he waited. If this is how long he had to wait and do like Kids See Ghosts, I can't believe I didn't mention that because that was my favorite album of that year, 2018, I believe.
Yeah.
So he had to almost come back, maybe humble himself, maybe sit and think, and then drop this. And I feel like this is a perfect vision into where he's at now. Because I feel like he drifted away from not talking about his mental, but like I feel like his mental, like he wasn't as focused. And I feel like with this project, he got to sit down, focus, and really tap back in, but also show the progression. And there's a lot of progression. Like it was crazy. It's crazy when you go back and listen to Man on the Moon 2. This is completely different. Like it's like, wow, this is really a 10-year gap. Like you're a whole different man now.
Yeah, it is. It is crazy. Another one of my favorite tracks, Heaven on Earth. That's one of them.
Okay, hitting them with the deep cut. Okay.
Yeah, not one of the ones with the star next to it. That means it's a deep cut. Yeah, no, bro. Just like you're saying, the humming, the energy, it all came together on this album, and not somebody who's been high on K Cudi as of late because he hasn't been dropping anything that was great. I mean, we got a hint of it in KSG, like damn, okay, Kanye bringing the best out of Cudi, but Cudi had it in himself. He had it in himself, and he showed it on this project. It wasn't just him relying on Kanye being so great on Kids See Ghosts that that's why Cudi did great too.
Yeah.
He's got it himself.
Yeah, and that's why that project, in my opinion, was so great. And I think he needed to show that again. Like you can't. That's the thing. I feel like Kids See Ghosts, a lot of people just pegged it as Kanye supporting Kid Cudi. And when you think about when Kanye was doing 808s and Heartbreak, and even My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kid Cudi was in the back helping him supposedly throughout those albums, especially 808s and Heartbreak. I heard like he was a big influence on Kanye. So. And ever since then, they haven't been on the best terms. You know what I'm saying? Even with Jesus. So to see Kids See Ghosts work amazing, like top tier, classic in my eyes, right? And then you have himself come back on this level and see a bunch of people giving him love. On Twitter when it came out, everyone was talking about it. Amazing. Dope comeback, man. I love Cudi, man. Shout out to you, man. If you drop another Man on the Moon, because the ending of this left it open, I can't wait.
Yeah. I mean, I think he will, right?
I mean, maybe, some things in his trilogies, he hinted at it. It might be something else. I don't know.
The final album that we are talking about today. That's what they all say. Now you might be wondering, what? That's what they all say. What?
Why are you trying to? You're trying to guess.
And I'm talking about the Jack Harlow album. Oh, you didn't know what the name of it was? That's reasonable. I didn't really know what the name of it was up until like 2 days ago when I had to look it up again.
Bruh, this is so. It was so forgettable, man. Come on, Jack.
We have been so positive this entire time. I had to bring out the mid pack just one time to smoke it.
Jack.
Just one time.
Why?
So basically, for this album, this was one of the albums that I was taking a flight or something, and I downloaded the whole thing so I could listen to it on the flight. Just be like, yeah, this will be cool. Like, how long is it? It's 36 minutes. Like, it shouldn't be too bad. Uh, Maybe I'll replay it a couple of times, get some, get my mind off things, off travel. Uh, it definitely got my mind off of it, thinking about why the fuck do these songs sound like this? What is he doing? It's kind of weird. He's not making hits on this project. He's really trying to make his own project, but it doesn't work. It doesn't
Mm-mm.
work. It's just everything he does on here is super basic. Super basic. I don't feel like anything on here screamed out to me that, oh yeah, this guy's got talent, this guy's doing shit. Except for maybe what was the song? Yeah, I don't even know. I
He
don't even
said,
know.
"I don't even know."
There's like one song here where he's singing, and I'm like, that's cool. Sound like Drake. And that's what I feel like a lot of this album is like. Oh, he sound like Drake. Oh, he sound like this. Oh, he sound like that.
Yeah,
Because he don't because there's no identity. There's
there's
no
no
identity to this project.
identity, nothing original. Like I was in all the features, like that's the thing that really, we were talking about Benny and all the features, in the album of the years, right? Album of the year list. And we were like, yo, sometimes the features steal the show. Sometimes the features bring their own style. I feel like the features on this show the flaw of this project. There's no style when it comes to Jack. But when it comes to the features like Little Baby, even Adam Levine, Big Sean, you know what you're gonna get with them. They're established. They have their own style. They've built their own legacies at this point. Jack almost like sounds like a person who is like looking up to these rappers or like trying to sound like these other rappers. It reminds me of Logic, where like you sound like your contemporary so much sometimes. It's like you need to find your own lane. And I'm
Yep.
not, and I love Logic. Logic definitely has his own lane, but there's a period where I feel like he was doing that a lot. And this reminds me of that. It was like, you're not doing anything that makes me want to say, I need to listen to this for Jack Harlow. I'm listening to it for the beats. I'm listening to it for just like the little melody you have. But there's nothing you're saying, nothing that you're really flowing that is like, wow, this is like, even the little EP or project he dropped last year, Sweet
Was
Business.
better.
That's what
Was
I'm saying.
better.
So I don't know what this was. I don't know what he was aiming for. Maybe to paint a picture of like, I don't know, bro. I was disappointed. I was heavily like, I don't like you said, we were so positive. The singles, nah, this was not it. No. Mm-mm.
I'm the face of my city, co-signed by Diddy.
Yeah,
No,
no.
no, Nitty.
Yeah, no.
Nah, nah.
No.
Wasn't feeling
Nah.
that. Yeah,
Nah, I was not. But I'm not trying to
yeah.
hate on dude though. That's what I'm saying. Like I support him. He has his own, like he's a funny dude. He seems like a nice guy. Hopefully he gets better because he's not trash. It's just like it's not good. It's not even mid. It's just like forgettable. And
Uh,
that's damn near bad to me.
yeah, definitely. I think he got a little bit overhyped to a certain degree with what's popping and all that because it was his first big hit, all that, right? Um, and his last EP wasn't bad, so I think that he was getting some positive traction, but I think that this just erased the traction for me. I'm just like I'm baffled by like the lack of interest I have in this project. It's just, man, if I want to listen to fucking a Take Care song, I go to fucking Take Care, bro. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
listen to your version of it or some shit like that.
No.
Yeah, and you ever watch like an anime, like let's say Naruto, right?
Yeah.
And you watching, you don't know what the fillers are.
Yeah.
Yeah, this album a whole bunch of filler. Like
Yeah. It was a
the
lot of
actual
filler.
the canon parts are like when the features come on, you're like, okay, this is actually progressing, a little bit, adding a little bit something to it. Then you go back to Jack, and you're just like, damn, bro, like, what's the point of this?
Yeah.
What's the
You need
point? What was the point of this album?
he needs to find what is gonna impress because that's not gonna last the whole, being funny and stuff as far as the mainstream goes. People are gonna support you like if they really support you. But as far as like making hits and stuff, you're gonna have to figure out a way to branch yourself out and be a little original. I feel like.
The the one thing that I could give this album, the one thing, if I think about it, the cover, right, is supposed to portray like he's a part of the culture, right? Like he's got, black girl next to him. He's got all these little Always kids coming up to him, he's signing their shits, stuff like that. He's a part of the culture. I feel like that's what he's really trying to tell people at this point. Is a part of the culture. He definitely assimilated the entire culture and put it onto this project in a non, creative way. So he proved his point. There you go, bro. You part of the culture. Now do something with it, bro. Do something with it. Do something different.
Do something different, yeah. Because he's not that bad of a rapper. I feel like
He's got a good flow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he could definitely do something better than this. I think we're coming at him from a point we expect more. It's not like we're saying he's completely unredeemable. He's trash. It's like we expected a little something because the singles and like some of his energy and like the whole promo, it was cool to see. But he needed to do a little more, just a little more, man. Actually, a lot more as far as like finding a different lane. But you need to do a little more as far as like branding yourself differently that also connects with your music, because the whole funny thing and being a cool guy, that works, but like I need good music from you, bro. I'm not getting it.
Yep. All right, well, that basically concludes this episode of Hip Hop Babies podcast. It wasn't that long either.
No, I don't. No, it won't be that long.
Only like 2 hours.
Yeah,
y'all can sit through the episode.
Yeah,
if you made it this far, if you made it this far to the episode and you watched the whole thing, I appreciate you so much. I love you from the bottom of my heart.
Yes, Sirski.
A lot of thought, a lot of effort goes into these videos. May not seem like it, but because it's so minimalist. But we do try to give y'all the best content possible. We're all focused on content. We'll work on making it look a little bit better here soon. We'll try to make it look a little bit more professional, so you ain't embarrassed when you're telling your homies to come and check out the podcast, because it look like 3 niggas in their houses just fucking talking about dumb shit. So
yeah,
thank you so much. Subscribe on YouTube, hit the bell, leave a comment. I don't care what the fuck you do. Just help us boost us up the algorithm. Listen to us on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Music, the Hip Hop Babies podcast. Go on to Instagram. The Hip Hop Babies podcast is our handle. Twitter, Hip Hop Babies Pod is our on there. Yeah, man. Tell us what you think about the video. You have any idea? Some that differs from ours. I'd love to hear it. I love interacting with y'all on Twitter, Discord, whatever the fuck you on. It's fun. So, keep it up.
Yeah. And shout out to Jordan Huez for Fall in Line. That was a dope track. Thank you for letting us cover it. That's going to be down below as far as like the track title and everything. And also Jordan's Instagram and everything. Yeah, thank y'all for listening, man. We always trying to improve. Getting into this new year, man, we got a lot of stuff coming for y'all. Yeah, shout out to y'all for showing love, man. Especially during this transition, man. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks. Love y'all and peace.
Peace.